What it is, guys, my name is Swifterrs, and today I'm going to be letting you guys know everything that you need to know regarding the Call of Duty Black Ops 3 multiplayer beta that is less than 3 days away. And I don't know about you guys, but I am extremely excited for it. But like I said, I'm going to be supplying you guys with some information that you may or may not already know about this beta, including everything that will be included, such as the maps, game modes, and a brief breakdown of all of the specialists. So guys, if you'd like to confirm the information that I am supplying you in today's video, I will have a link to this article down in the description below. But with that being said, let's go on to this article, and as you guys can see, we have a brief message from Cherk that says, "Hello, we hope that you're all getting pumped for the beta, because we certainly are. We can't wait to jump online with you and start playing some Black Ops 3. While the beta represents a fraction of what will be available in the final game, your feedback will help fine-tune the game and make for a better, smooth day one for everyone, so thank you." So we're going to go ahead and skip this quick section right here, but moving on to the multiplayer maps, we have Hunted, which is this big game hunting lodge, is situated beneath a waterfall in the lush mountains of Ethiopia, where rugged terrain opens up to long sightlines and stealthy underwater pathway. So that's really cool. We've already seen multiple gameplay within the trailer, and other YouTubers who have posted gameplay of the Hunted map, so that's awesome. Along with the next map, Combine, set in the remote Egyptian Sahara, this farming and sustainability research facility plays fast and frantic with tight interiors, an open middle, and dangerous flank path. So that sounds awesome. And finally, our third map in the Black Ops 3 beta is called Evac, an abandoned emergency evacuation zone atop an overgrown rooftop in the middle of Singapore's flooded quarantine zone. So those are our 3 maps for the multiplayer beta, and moving on to our game modes, and they are Team Deathmatch, Domination, Demolition, Kill Confirmed, Hardpoint, Capture the Flag, and of course, Search and Destroy. So some really fun game modes. I will definitely be playing every single one of these game modes. And moving on to the specialists. So as of now, I believe that there's a total of 8 specialists that will be included within the beta, and I believe that there's a total of 9 specialists when the overall release of Black Ops 3 does come out, but I could be wrong. And our first specialist is named Ruin. His real name is Donnie Walsh, and he is raised in a military family in a tough neighborhood. He is fearless and headstrong, an infantry soldier through and through. That's kind of a weird statement, but he uses his unique abilities to rush into battle and surprise the enemy with sheer force. His weapon is the gravity spike, creates a devastating area of effect shockwave in the surrounding area, and his ability is overdrive, initiates a burst of speed that accelerates all movement for a short period of time. And next we have Outrider, real name Alessandra Castillo, bio, developed keen observation skills, growing up in the streets of favela, traversing the rooftops to watch the action of the city below, and this earned her a place in the ranks of the Brazilian Special Forces. She outsmarts enemies by finding them before they have a chance to know what hit them. Her weapon is the Sparrow. It's a compound bow with explosive bolts and a variable range. Her ability is Vision Pulse, pulses the surrounding area to reveal the location of enemies within range. Now we have the Prophet, real name David Wilkes, bio, Wilkes got Wilkes got his first set of cybernetic augmentations while serving in the British Engineering Corps. 5 years and many upgrades later, he is the embodiment of the cutting edge of human weaponry on the battlefield, using his superior technology to disrupt opponents' tactics before moving in for the kill. His weapon is the Tempest, charged shot weapon that fires an arc of electricity, shocking targets and chaining to all nearby enemies. His ability is Glitch, flash back to a previous position with this system mod that hacks the battlefield simulation grid. Now we have a battery, and this real name is Erin Baker. The only daughter and youngest child of 5 siblings, Erin Baker always had to fight to get her way. Following in a family tradition of over 100 years of military service and watching her brothers enter the U.S. Army one by one, she finally graduated high school and enrolled herself. Driven to excel by her ongoing rivalry with her brothers, she volunteered for airborne school before crushing the Ranger assessment and selection program. Heavily armored, she fearlessly operates ahead of the front lines, nimbly traversing urban environments as she destroys HVTs and salvos of advanced high explosive explosive munitions. Weapon is the War Machine, a grenade launcher that fires bouncing grenades which detonate after a short time or by hitting an enemy directly. Her ability is the Kinetic Armor, reactive armor that deflects enemy bullets from the body, still vulnerable to headshots and non-bullet damage while active. And then we have Seraph. The real name of Seraph is Zen Zen, and the bio of this is a militant enforcer of the 5FI crime syndicate's rule of law. She is known for her focused and unflinching combat discipline, striking fear within the ranks of the cartel. Weapon is the Annihilator, badass pistol by the way, and the Annihilator is a massive high caliber revolver that fires devastating rounds with increased bullet penetration. The ability of Seraph is combat focus, which triggers a bonus multiplayer to score earned towards score streaks for a period of time. I apologize, I cannot read right now. Now moving on to Nomad. This real name of Nomad is Tavo Rojas, and the last surviving member of the Elite Rapid Deployment Force unit specialized in jungle warfare. Rojas has gone off-grid using his survivalist training to stay alive at home in the wild. He uses his skills to turn the environment against his foes. Weapon is the Hive. Deploys pod traps, which releases a deadly swarm of nano drones when triggered. The ability of Tavo, or also known as Nomad, is Rejack, recover from near death by injecting a nanoparticle serum into the bloodstream. And then we also have Reaper over here, and the real name of Reaper is the EWR, also known as the Experimental War Robot, and started as an expensive military RAD project to supplement special operations soldiers in the field. The EWR was a cutting-edge prototype combat robot, the most advanced in the world at its time. Budget overruns and embarrassing political incidents left the project all but a resource for scrap metal, except for the one prototype that remade. The weapon of the EWR is a Scythe, and it's a robotic arm that transforms... choking on myself. Robotic arm that transforms into a high-power minigun, and the ability of the Reaper is Psychosis, infiltrate enemy DNI systems to simulate 3 decoy clones. Now we have Spectre. The real name of Spectre is classified. We don't know the real name of Spectre, but it is next to nothing is known about the presumed wet work specialist Spectre. The designated itself is a codename. The designation itself is a codename agreed upon the various agencies that have pooled their intelligence on unsolved assassinations, inferring his or her existence based on either evidence found at the scene or from fragmentary reports given by shaken bystanders. Despite heavy revocation, all accounts suggest an individual is capable of extraordinary stealth, able to evade or neutralize the most sophisticated of manned or automated security setups. In every case, Spectre's victims have been handled with surgically precise midline wounds with rarely any signs of struggle. The weapon of the Spectre is called the Ripper. Spectre deploys mono-edged twin blades before gracefully dissecting victims with lethal surgical precision. The ability is the Active Camo. Advanced metamaterials rapidly change their properties, guiding photons over their surfaces instead of reflecting them, rendering Spectre temporarily invisible. So that is really awesome. That is all of these specialists that we do have in the Black Ops 3 multiplayer beta, and like I said, there will actually be more when the official game is released this upcoming November. But moving on to the weapon paint shop. The new weapon paint shop feature goes beyond the emblem editor and lets players create custom graphics that are displayed on the side of their guns. With up to 64 layers applied to 3 sides of the weapon, players will be able to create their own signature variants with an infinite number of possible combinations. So in conclusion, since this is a beta and because it's important that we test the game in particular ways, we will have gated progression caps along the way. Also note that Arena won't be available in the beta, however we suspect that won't take the competitive edge off the games being played. Stay tuned here and subscribe to Trick on Twitter for all of the latest studio and beta related news. In the meantime, start warming up those itchy trigger fingers while we see you next week from Trick. So guys, like I said, this is everything in the Black Ops 3 multiplayer beta, and you guys can expect me to cover everything regarding this beta here on my channel. I do apologize if my reading to you guys was a little bit strewed. It's currently summer right now, so I haven't done any schoolwork. I haven't really done any reading right now, so don't blame me on my mispronunciation on words and my choking on my own spit, whatever the hell that was going on earlier. But like I said, hope you guys did go on to enjoy today's video, and if you did, please be sure to leave a like down below and also subscribe so you never miss a future video uploaded here on my channel. But I'll catch you guys in the next video, and until next time guys, this has been Swifterrs. I'm out. Peace.